What is good? What is good? What is Gucci? Courtney IG, and I'm back again. And this time I'm here to discuss the 17-track album Generation of Kings from Masicka. So guys, you know, unless you're new here, that dancehall and reggae culture is at the core of me. Look right behind me, you're gonna see some legendary stuff, Coffee, Vibes Cartel, and the like. So dancehall and reggae running out my blood, you know? Running out my blood. So, but Masicka, for me, wasn't an artist that I really knew about. So 2021 was really where I started to tap into him and get to know about him. And the 438 album was the introduction to him that I received and I reviewed on this channel where you are right now. Don't rush over there. You can go there once I'm done with you here. So just relax, take your time, and you can go there after and see, put the two of these together and get a bit of a wider context. So usually dancehall artists saturate the market with singles, don't really build on that single momentum and deliver an album which translates into something which brings the singles and momentum and their story into one. That was not the case with 438 album from Masicka. As my introduction to him, it was a strong body of work, a lot of storytelling, you know, and he was able to give us some good moments. Like there was a Steph London song on there, moments like these. There was quite a lot of good songs on there. You had Pain, Suicide Note, Toxic World, which was like one angle. And then, as I said, you had Moments, Highlight, Quality, which was like more party vibes. Quality was more like traditional dancehall sound as well, with Sean Paul. So that was my introduction to him, which was, yeah, I was like, okay, he's good. He's good and he writes good songs and he produces a great album. Wow, okay, this is something which deserves to be in a Grammy nomination conversation, like I feel like Popcorn's album should be, but it's obviously not. Who controls that? I don't know. And I haven't really heard anything from him that's moved the needle for me outside of Tyrant, which sits on this body of work as well. So let's just get into it, guys, without any more delay. The struggle and the determination pours out explosively from the haunting intro of Black Sheep. Masicka really wants to let you feel the resilience in every single line with this one, guys. The importance of faith in the midst of traitors, in the midst of difficulty. And it's one you want to play when you got some doubters, some haters, some bad mind people in your life. It's just going to wake you up and it's just going to get you going. And you're just going to be like, all right, I don't want to hear any of that. I'm going forward. And that triumph feeling against all odds continues with the melodic vibes of Stars Are Us, Stars Are Us, Stars Are Us, Stars Are Us, which features Popcorn. The wounds will never heal. The wounds will never heal. Right down to that, it's like, it makes you feel like, yeah, there's certain wounds that you have in life or certain traumas and stuff that will just stay with you, but you just got to keep persisting. You got to have that triumphant mindset, that battlefield-like mindset, and even down to the production makes you feel like you're coming out of the war, you're coming out of all of that trauma, difficulty, challenge, whatever you've been facing, and you're just coming through with gratitude for life, and just, you got your real ones with you. You got stuff that is bigger than what you faced. You got bigger things to come as well. That's the vibe. And it's like that feeling of, we're not looking back. You can't reverse time. Can't reverse time. That's the feeling, and that's the song, Reverse Time, you know? And it's like, just get to the money. Stay woke. Like, your family or your jewels, man. Like, he's just giving you that. He's just giving you knowledge, man. He's just giving it to you. Like just get to it, man. I can't respect you if you ain't gonna work. That's what he actually basically says that. Like, you know, you gotta work. You gotta soldier on through. And he doubles down on that on March On, which really has the potential from the songs that I heard up to that point to be one that if you execute that well with a video, it's gonna do bits. With kids, put some kids in it. It really gives you that visualization of discipline and, you know, left, right, right, left. That is literally militant. Like, that's militant. And it's like, yeah, discipline, focus, determination, drive, all of the good stuff that you need. Like, just keep looking forward. And Masicka gives you both sides there. He's giving you darkness. Me have murder upon my mind, but my psalms up. Murder upon my mind. Murder is on my mind, but my psalms are up. That is a contrast. Like, it's like good, bad. And Lila Ike, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, comes through really nicely on this Triumph. A soldier might die, but we're never gonna kneel out. Never gonna kneel out. Do you know what that means? Do you understand what that means? So Lila Ike comes through with the smoothest chorus with, let me just get to what I want to say. Never gonna kneel out. A lot of people will bow out to a lot of things. Bow out means that you compromise on your morals. That means you compromise on the core things that make you a person that are true to you in order to achieve or to reach something which is of lesser, actually, in the grand scheme of things. Are you gonna bow out and compromise on that because you're gonna get a big bag? When they say the soldier might die, but he's never gonna kneel out, that's exactly what they mean. But they are just giving it to you in a very like shock value way. But everybody has those kind of decisions. If you say that you're not going to drink alcohol and then somebody gives you a bit of peer pressure and give you the drink and you drink it, you're bowing out, you're kneeling out, basically. But it's just on a lesser scale. So I felt that line. I felt, wow, that's a powerful line to say. And it's just like, again, that born to win, that feeling of determination. Masicka switches it up on Angels Don't Cry, which is a dedication and a celebration of the black woman, from the looks to the inner strength to the authenticity to overall just being loving and supportive in the life journey, in the household, in the family. I feel like it's probably dedicated to, I don't know if he's got a wife, girlfriend, whatever, partner. It feels like that, but he's written it in an open way so that if you send that to an individual and they listen to that song, they're going to equally feel it, that is really good writing. Because I feel like on 438, I'm skipping a bit, the writing was more introspective. This is like outward, so then it can be easier consumed by the masses if it's marketed properly. But that I'm not skipping too far ahead. I'm going to come to that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was Angels Don't Cry, which again, yeah, as I said, is just dedication to the black woman. Anyone can play that, and it's got that element of just bringing that bit of light into someone's day. It's romantic, light, heart, devotion, which comes a bit after this, immediately after this, with Fight For Us, which does have a bit of Afrobeats feel to it, but I kind of expected he would do not just pure trap dance or flavors. He would kind of do a bit of experimentation, and he does. And I'm kind of happy it doesn't really just, up to this point anyway, just sound completely like just all the trap dancehall stuff nowadays, which is in mass circulation. So we go a bit into the trap lane with Most Wanted and Wow, which is more for the clubs, with Spice really doing what Spice does. As you can see from my facial expression, I don't really love it. It's not really for me, but it's got a vibe, it's got energy to it. People will like it, people will enjoy it. You see, Tyrant, through this song, I actually now understand where this album's going, because this song encompasses it all. It has the boldness, it has the confidence, it has the uncompromising soldier-like mentality, really militant-like, and I didn't really need what comes of the same kind of pattern after that. That's where he could have been a bit more ruthless and just said, he could have been a bit more militant and said, nah, this is enough. This is the one. The rest are extras. Cut the rest. Because it wasn't really needed, that rifle district one. Yeah, not really for me. The project ends out in a good way. The project ends out in a good way, guy, with a loving, supportive vibes. Wet with Friday. He had a good album as well. Side topic. And Waterfall, which balances out and brings it to a close. So the album, to conclude, guys, the album, just like 438 album, is a really good album. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, I feel like this is written in a more outwardly facing way. He does take it inside, but it's a bit more outwardly facing. I seem to remember on the 438 album, he was mentioning his grandma a lot and stuff like that. And here, I don't feel like he mentioned those kind of stuff so much. I hope the label can get behind him here and make a lot of visuals, make good visuals. Think about his lyrics and make the visuals make sense in accordance to his lyrics, because that's where 438 fell down. I feel like the timing of this album also didn't make that much sense to me. If it was to be considered, like, it could have been considered in a Grammy conversation if it came out earlier. Maybe they just wanted to have a longer stretch for the next end of year, which would be a smart marketing, like, that would be a good sequencing thing. So it gives him a longer stretch to kind of promote and push his body of work and what comes with the body of work. Yeah, he's a very talented writer as well. Just to bring it back to the album, he can write from different angles. District 1, Rifle, Gunman, Badman angle. Dedication to Black women, Angels Don't Cry. Something for the Kids, March On. There's a lot of soldier visualization also in this album, militant visualization, pushing on, determination. Everyone can relate to that. Striving, no matter what happens, no matter the circumstance, keep God in the center, you know, your family in your center, you know, put the women, the Black women, the women on top. And yeah, those are really good foundational stuff. If you listen to the first half of the album, actually, that would be enough for me, because the first half is actually better than the second half. That isn't even a debate. The first 6, 7 tracks, I was like, wow, this album is sounding like remarkably better than 438. But then where it balanced out is because the second half kind of saw him do like a lot of experimentation, which is fair enough. Like, he not experimentation, but it just wasn't at the same level for me. So yeah, he just needs to, the production was better on this. So yeah, just comparison wise, production was better here. Structurally, it's pretty much the same. Writing wise, it was a little bit more outwardly facing, which is good in parts, which is good because it makes it more relatable, and it means that for the masses, the new audiences, they can attach to him quicker. I would have liked him, as I've mentioned, to cut a few songs, like the bit between Tyrant and what comes after that, before we get to the closeout songs. Broken Home. Yeah, so between Tyrant and Broken Home, he could have cut all of those for me. All of them could have went. Just cut all of that. And then just bring me Broken Home, and then just bring me the last 2 tracks and just done it like that. So I hope that the label doesn't dilute his sound from making him into like Afrobeats, R&B style artist, because he's really a talented lyricist. He really has top skill writing ability. So, and I don't want him to now become just a person who's on every single American artist singles, like French Montana, who else? All of these ones that just do features with Jamaican artists, do a remix of some random song on this album just to get a push on it. It's just like, no, don't sell out the sound, man. Don't kneel, like, you know what I mean? Don't do that and dilute your sound like what's happened with Shantia, who's now in a weird space basically trying to regain momentum again. Skillabeng, I feel like had the buzz and came to the US, got the sixth signing, I think, and it's just they've just spread him everywhere, and it's just it just makes nobody wants the album. Nobody's longing for a Skillabeng album right now because there isn't no buzz. Every time a buzz starts from a song, it just goes too long without anything else that matches it, and nobody wants it. So yeah, let's see where it goes next. Top 3, Angels Don't Cry, Stars Are Us, Triumph. I'm gonna give it an 8.4 out of 10 for me. I don't know what I gave the last album, but this one, I think it's still good. So 8.4 out of 10 for the first half mainly, and yeah, it was good. You know what to do, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, inspire.